You guys ready to discuss the details? Hi, Samantha. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Samantha. Well, let's get started. I am looking for a new writer for Coffee Lovers Monthly who can write not only about the taste sensation of drinking coffee, but how the pleasure of drinking the coffee is somehow heightened by the sole substrate that is correlated to the physical pleasure. I could describe it that way. Okay, Lelena. Here is a sample of coffee that was brewed from coffee beans harvested on the mountains of Oregon. This is the most popular coffee at Pancakes by the Bay. Take a sip of it and describe how you would describe it. Tell me how you would describe it. Let's see. It has a velvety, rich taste to it. And the complexity that excites the taste in a soothing way. And it has a strong taste to it, but very flavorful. The pleasure of drinking this coffee is enhanced by thoughts of beautiful memories that I have when I was just out of high school. Discovering some of the greatest authors, such as Aldous Huxley, who wrote, among other things, A Brave New World, one of the most brilliant books ever written. I remember reading his novel, Time Must Have a Stop. That as well. Pondering the unknown nature, reality, and the connection of mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit to nature. It was such a liberating time in my life, and I came to a solipsistic understanding of self-reliance and how being your own best friend is personal empowerment. This notion is the ultimate way to perceive life and to truly be free. This being said, solipsism can only take you so far. Finding your love in this world is the only way to live a life of meaning and purpose. That's very good, Lelena. You start next Monday. Happy about it. Let's go back to my condominium. Practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Sure. Mike and Lelena. Practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue. After having finished practicing their William Shakespeare dialogue, Mike and Lelena had a few beers and talked. They sat on Mike's couch, looking out at the Golden Gate Bridge on a beautiful moonlit night. It's so nice to actually be with you, Lelena. Hi, Hala. Kissing in the moonlight beneath the Golden Gate Bridge. Thanks for joining me. I hope you YouTube listeners are subscribed. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is my Reality Bites 2 script. There's something about the cosmic vibrations that are received near the Golden Gate Bridge at night that bespeaks a love between you and I that is so profound that it transcends time and space, placing us in an eternal love embrace. I get the feeling beneath the Golden Gate Bridge myself. I want to make love to you, Lelena. As our bodies are intimately connected, so shall our souls be. As we both feel a heightened state of being, manifested as a transcendent pleasure of the mind, body, soul, and spirit. I know that's more than an empty physical pleasure. Do you want to go to Pancakes by the Bay tomorrow morning? Sure. The next morning arrives and Mike and Elena go to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. They sit in the booth by the window and begin the conversation. You like to people watch? Yeah, so do I. There's a whole drama happening right before my eyes. I look out of any window and people walking by and can interpret the situations that are taking place. It's like watching a real life movie. I've thought of that myself. What do you find more engaging, happy endings or sad endings? I like them both. I guess it depends on what type of an experience a theatrical artist wants to give the audience when he chooses, he or she, between a happy ending and a sad ending. I had an idea, Elena. Since looking out at the window at people is like watching a movie to us, why don't we write some dialogue that is inspired by these interactions that we see between people and put on a play that is a presentation of the interactions that we saw between them. We can tell them that we wrote a play inspired by their behaviors and they can come and see it. I think that it would be fascinating. Great idea. Would you like to go back to my condominium to practice some more William Shakespeare dialogue? Sure. Mike and Lionel practice more William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's the next one. The next morning arrives. Mike and the lady go back to Pancakes by the Bay for breakfast. And they sit at their usual booth and order coffee and pancakes. How's your writing project for Coffee Lovers Monthly been going? Good. It's fun to describe coffee, which is something that I already love. In poetic essays, let me ask you something about this coffee we're drinking. How would you? Oh, thanks for the thumbs up then. Describe this coffee. When I drink this coffee, Lelana, my taste buds are stimulated in a way that heightens the awareness of my soul in a place of immortal love with you. Wandering the landscapes of natural beauty in a realm of soul discovery, in the fulfillment of my deepest yearnings for human transcendence. I love this coffee too. The flavor is complex. It both soothes and stimulates. It's amazing. Hey, look, Lelana, do you see that man and woman outside? I see them. My interpretation of their social interaction is that they are lovers that were separated. They haven't seen each other in a while. Really? You can glean that much from observing them? Look at the tears in their eyes. I can see a sense of relief and mirthful reunion in their facial expressions. Yeah. Now I look closer. Now that I look closer, I agree with you. That's so beautiful. Look, they're getting into a cab. I wonder where they're going. Wherever they are going, I think they are definitely going to be in our play. This is fascinating. We're able to interpret so many things by observing people's body language. See, Lilana? Body language can convey a whole story. We could write a whole story about these people outside by just observing them. Let's go back to your condominium. Price more William Shakespeare. Sure. Okay. Mike and Leila went back to Mike's condominium. The price more William Shakespeare. Mike and Lena got up early the next day and took a walk to downtown San Francisco. There they saw the man and woman who they saw at a lover's embrace from outside of the window at Pancakes by the Bay. Look, Lelena, that thinks of the man and woman that we saw in a lover's embrace at Pancakes by the Bay. I think it is. Do you want to ask him if it is then? Sure. Mike and Lelena walk up to the man and the woman and speak to them. Excuse me, sir, what's your name? Hi, my name is Hugh. This is my girlfriend, Isidore. It's nice to meet you, Hugh and Isidore. This might seem very unusual to you, but I have an interesting question for you. Go ahead. What is your name? Hi, I'm Mike. This is Lelena. My question is, are you people reunited lovers? As a matter of fact, we are. How were you able to decipher that? Lelena and I were sitting at Pancakes by the Bay, having breakfast and coffee and observing people through the window of the restaurant. I noticed that you could interpret a lot of things from the body language of and facial expressions of people from inside a restaurant. This gave me the idea to construct a narrative from my observations and put it into a play to present to an audience. Wow, that's a fascinating idea. Really, you could put together a story from observations of people